What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
OD
Podcast.
Podcast. Period. Them W-2s don't drop.
Mash record on them W-2s, baby.
I'm so mad because this how it go every time. I always have. I think I've only had one time where I've only had one job in a single year out of my entire working career history. And the fact that my main full-time job dropped the W-2s on day 11 and I got to wait for like 3 more, it's
That's
not
crazy.
right.
That's crazy.
And the crazy part is they probably like I literally could just file my taxes immediately, but now I got to wait. But I'm not looking forward to this year's taxes. I try to make sure I had every business expense jotted down cuz I'm going to need them this year.
See, my thing with W-2s is that every year I have about 14 or 15, but it's because I'll work like independent contract jobs all the time.
Mhm.
So it'll be like a one and done thing, or it'll be something where I only work there for like a couple days, and of course they got to send it. So whenever I file taxes on that portion, um, I don't really be getting nothing back. Sometimes I can't even file because it has to be
Over $10,000.
child. It don't even be over 2,500.
You probably qualify for a tax credit then. No?
What you mean?
If you make under a certain amount of money, you get a refund basically. Like they give you money.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I got last year. Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I learned the hard way that getting money back is not do you just want to break even.
Yeah, nah, I
I
feel
don't
it.
like that. But if your business, if you invest a ton into your business, I mean you could definitely get money back because you be don't exempted all your taxes. But this year I just have invested so much into my business that I just pray to God I ain't missed nothing. I put it all on my business credit card, but now I had to do like an analysis yesterday to just mark off, make sure because what if this don't qualify? I got my tax person, she sent me a list before January 1 even hit. She was
I
like, "I
know
know
that's
you're gonna
right.
give me a hard time, but I might have to start working with CPA after this year because it's
It's getting real
it's
crazy out here.
getting real crazy out here, and it's only gonna get crazier." But
I
anyway,
know that's right.
um, hello, Draco.
Hi, I've had
Well,
a really great weekend.
I was just about to
Long.
get into it. I ain't even get to ask.
I'm sorry.
Show you stuff off.
I'm just very tired. I'm drained. Let me tell you, I don't know what this sleep schedule is giving. I legit wake up every day at 4 a.m., sometimes 3:30, and I just be up. So this morning,
No,
I
you
was
do be up. You be texting me, and I don't even be up, and I'm 3 hours ahead.
yes, I cannot sleep. I don't know what it is. Like I haven't been able to sleep in like a month, almost 2 months. Like
Dang.
I sleep a maximum of 4 hours consistently.
Are you anti melatonin?
I'm anti any medicine, you know.
Is that
Um,
medicine though? Isn't that organic?
um, I don't know. I don't be liking. I don't like anything that puts me to sleep.
Oh.
I did use it when I was on tour, but I use Advil PM.
So you
Um,
don't drink wine?
wine put you to sleep?
It make me drowsy.
Mm-mm. Weed make me sleepy, so sometimes I'll just smoke. And that usually helps. That's exactly what helped this morning. So I went back to sleep at like 5 a.m. and I woke up at 10:40, mad as hell because I wanted to start my day at 8 a.m. I was only supposed to take a 2 hour nap, but I needed that rest though. But I
With
woke
your
up.
schedule, I can't imagine how to have a solid sleep pattern, to be honest with you.
You would lose your mind because I literally
Oh,
don't have one.
you know me. I need a schedule and I can't. Mm-mm.
No. So especially like when I was working, doing a lot of music videos, sometimes the artists would want it. Like I remember working with Summer Walker, and she works better at nighttime, or she did at the time. She didn't have kids,
She
so
a vampire.
she literally started shooting. Like we started doing glam at 8 p.m.
Mm.
And we didn't finish until like 7 a.m. So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like you get off early. You just never know. So I never could have like a sleep schedule, but I actually like living this type of life sometimes. I mean, it gets overwhelming, of course, but I do love this. I don't know why. I
I
love it.
was literally put on this earth to work 9 to 5. I know that for a fact.
Listen, know what you can do, because the thing about it is people be trying to come to my world, and just because I make it look fun, and it is fun and it's lit, but I think that I need to expose a little bit more of the hard work and the struggle and the crying and the tears, and because I mean it gets there.
Oh,
Like
I
I
don't do no
remember, I can.
crying now.
No, well,
I'm just
it's been times where like I've worked and I had to travel, and I literally didn't sleep for 26 hours. It's been
oh
times where I
jeez.
had to shoot two music videos in one day, and I was up for 26 hours. I've been up. Like that stuff it makes you miserable.
Yeah, I can't wait till you start doing these day in the life videos. But I ain't gonna mention it no more.
Help me, your videos be so cute.
And I don't all I do this what I do for real for real. I just take the few that I've done. I just take a video of like a few seconds of whatever I'm doing. I try to avoid pictures cuz I don't like how TikTok zoom in on still photos, but it's really good with pictures and then I just write a script based off how long the video is. So I'll do a fake rundown on my own and then whatever fit, I write it down and then I'll perfect it. But I like my last video that well the last one I did that went viral. I probably did that voiceover take like maybe 6 7 times, and I'm like, okay, this is what's gonna work. But that's
See,
really it. You just got to know what you want to show and what you want to talk about. I think I could really slay TikTok if I wanted to, for real,
you
for
really
real.
could.
But I just do not. Let me tell y'all something. I I got 3 videos right now over 100 racks, over 100,000 views. One of them is like 360,000, another one's at 300, another's at 100, another one like, it's just a lot. Don't I mean, I'm not bragging and I'm not complaining,
Let me tell
but
you
I have
something.
always said I know for a fact I don't said on this show a million times, I do not wanna be famous because I don't like that kind of attention, and the type of negative comments that people was leaving on my videos and don't get me wrong, I am a very genuinely unbothered person. I really don't care about nobody and nothing they got to say. But it actually got on my nerves. Like I'm like, oh my God. You know what I think it is? It's because I know that I have good intent and I'm not lying or flexing. But I didn't even and I always assume people behind negative comments are fake pages or kids or people just seeking attention. And I didn't even check the page. I just seen the comment. Now I wasn't necessarily arguing with them. I was just trolling back. But even that is probably what they wanted. So I stopped after a while. But on the flip side, I was like, well, it's gonna get more people to view my video.
Yeah,
Cause soon as I stopped replying, it slowed down.
not only that, people do that because they have like artists, like they turn those pages into like artist fan pages and all type of
Yeah,
stuff.
very
So when
strange.
people
They do
comment,
that.
they are looking for attention. Not all the time is trolls are kids. I watch shows like Hatfish, and I don't put nothing past nobody.
No,
I've
you're right.
literally,
And I'm not even tripping because I know that's how the internet has always been. I just have always been able to post cool stuff and only reach my audience. Or if I reached outside of my audience, it was the people that it was intended for. But with
yeah,
TikTok,
it's for the
people, I mean,
world.
it's just everybody.
Yeah, I honestly though, I really think that you're so good at it, and you have content that people would want to see, because it's not like the typical content or stuff that people would even think about, or even if it is the way you do it. And I feel like you can make money from it. Now I do understand not wanting to be like viral on Instagram or online in general, or just known like that, because it's annoying. People really
Yeah, it's
think
just
they
too
know
much. I
you.
don't want so many eyes on me, and I don't want to get to a point where I'm self-conscious about what I'm doing because I don't care for real.
Yeah.
But if I'm like,
Um, I feel, you know what's so crazy? I think for me, it's just naturally because of us coming from MySpace, and see me, I never stopped. So I've came from every social media. I went from MySpace to Facebook to
yeah, I stopped after
Instagram,
Broken Bougie.
TikTok, Snapchat. So I've always been very active and very like, I guess, uh seen on those websites. So I think for me it's just natural. My problem is that I have to literally like create content now. Back in the day, back in the day, we used to definitely make our own backgrounds and stuff for MySpace, but we ain't have to do that for Instagram for so long. So now that I have to sit here and create videos and be creative, and I don't really like that.
I
So
think even Instagram takes some creation because you want your page to have an aesthetic. Well, usually you do.
yeah, but it's nothing to just post a photo.
Yeah,
So even that
true.
is nerve wracking.
But
Like
you know,
what?
I don't think I also think, and that honestly brings me to something I want to talk about today. We won't have to go in too deep into it right now. But I don't think that you have to be that creative. Just be what you are, because when you start to have to force it and be a certain kind of way, you might not even attract the people you want to attract.
No, I
It's
feel
like
that.
everybody getting white sofas. Like you don't want no white sofa. They get dirty. Them cloud sofas get flat. Just get the sofa that you like for your living room. You know.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But okay,
I
let's
agree.
get. Hmm.
I agree. I be seeing everybody apartment look alike.
Looking just alike. I don't like that. I'm glad my junk got some pops of color, but y'all can barely see it because I make sure I show the same angle every time. You gonna see them bookshelves and the kitchen
Period.
floor.
Period. Every time, boo.
But all right, so let's get into the episode. So let's get into the black business of the week. Now, y'all, I personally own over 30 wigs. Okay. I know that might be crazy. I know that might be delusional, but I've been wearing wigs and making wigs for so long that I think I've just gotten to a point where I have created an individual hairstyle of every type. So anyway, um unfortunately buying wigs, that stuff is very expensive and it's a lot of trial and error when you want to find good quality hair. Any hair business that I've ever shouted out on this show, on social media, whatever, I can 1000% vouch for it. But there is one in particular I do want to recognize. So I did, oh, I lost my train of thought. Basically, y'all, TikTok showed me this young lady called her page is called Wigs by May. And wait, May makes ready to wear customized and uncustomized wigs. And this is for like the typical like straight bundles, body weight. Actually, I don't even know if she has a body weight, but she has like kinky straight. She really has the classic ready to wear wigs. And I think it's really cool because she doesn't have like, a lot of people they do like really cool color and all this other stuff, but May
Yeah.
just has really good like bust downs. It's just not, it's good. It's just like the everyday person type of wig, I can say. But
Okay.
the styling and the detail is very consistent. The way she ships it is very on point. She even goes live. You can watch her style the wigs like she really does do them by hand. She is looking to transition closer to the uncustomized wig. So because a lot of people are getting to that point where they're making their own hair, styling their own hair, and they don't really need to pay the price for somebody to style a wig. Plus, when you get a wig that's pre-styled, once you wear it and wash it, now it's not styled no more. So anyway, the Black Business of the Week is Wigs by May. Her Instagram is High Off May, HIGH0FFMAY. And then you can find her on TikTok under, I think it's still Wigs by May, but either way, I'll put her website and her Instagram in my in the episode notes. But anyway, the reason why I don't want to shout her out, number one, a lot of these hair companies be scamming. You hear a lot of complaints about the beauty industry and like about how long it takes to ship, the wig being boneless, the color not looking right, the hair being dry, shedding, etc., etc. So one time May posted a video about this copper colored wig and it was really pretty. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and order this copper wig. I actually never got it, and this is why she does pre-order from her vendor. But she texted me, she was like, "Hey, I just got your wig in, but I'm not pleased with the consistency of the color. So I can refund you or I can order you another one." And I just really appreciated that because I feel like any other time they would have sent me the wig anyway. Now I gotta complain so they can send me a 30% off coupon for my next purchase. And even though I had to wait a few weeks for this wig, I could tell before I had even decided to order from her that she was professional. Just the way she carried herself, the things she talk about. I watch her live sometimes. I'm like, okay, I can tell she not BSing. So let me go ahead and spend an extra penny because I usually don't spend much on my hair, y'all. I'm an AliExpress queen, or I get it from my
Okay.
cousin, Sky Priority. But anyway, so she did refund me for that hair. I did end up finding a copper wig elsewhere, but I just really respected that. So I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna shop with her, even though I have hair that I already appreciate and love. I want to still give her some money. So I did buy a wig from her Cyber Monday sale. I have no idea when I'm gonna wear it, if I'm gonna ever wear it. I know that sound crazy, it's a full it's a glueless closure straight wig and it's curled right now. So in reality, I don't have a wig like this already. When I go for that style, I wear my U part wig from Christopher Cow. But I just want to shout
Okay.
out Wigs by May, and I think she's like 21. She a young girl. She live in South Jersey. But yeah, I just really can't. I really do appreciate her service. Like it's real. It's just if you're looking for a go to straightforward price, good quality wigs, I don't think you will regret Wigs by May. She does pre order some of them. And then of course the ones that are customized take a little time, but she does do it by hand. She has an assistant, but she does all the styling and everything herself. So anyway, Wigs by May.
Workout with my man. See, it's so funny that you said that a lot of people are like going um the do my own hair route because this past weekend I left that part out. I ended up working with Janelle from Abbott Elementary.
Period. Come on,
Um,
Principal Ava.
you know what I'm saying? Just going off. But I've worked with her this past weekend twice, and so we had conversation, and she was just saying how she always does her own hair because
Oh,
the
really?
beauty industry, especially in LA, she moved from New York, so she's fairly new here. She moved here in March for the show because they filmed the show here. And so she's used to the East Coast because you can find people in New York that's black that can do black people's hair, that can do makeup. And so she was saying how she would fly her team out when she would have like important things like red carpets and stuff like that. But she was just like she do her own hair. And it sucks because I know so many talented people, especially coming from Atlanta. I know so many people that can do wigs. 'Cause I see people who are in the industry, and I don't down people's work, but I know people that can do better hair than
Yeah, for sure. It's just all
me.
about who was there when they was looking for somebody.
Yeah, and so the problem is what I've realized is not about the talent; it's about the person. Because
Mhm.
since most of the people that are doing wigs, you don't have to really go to school for that because there's no actual. I mean, you
You're
can
not even servicing a person.
yeah, you're literally doing a wig. That's a
Mhm.
prosthetic.
Making a hat.
Um, yeah, so you don't really need a license, and the problem with stuff like that is that you have to be taught professionalism and how to work in professional environments, and I think that that's the part that people are lacking. And you're working with these people. Let's say you book a A-list celebrity or somebody that's really big like that. They don't want nobody around them that's like very disrespectful to their space by recording things, taking pictures and posting them that you're not supposed to, even taking pictures of yourself in their home, or just
You doing too much. Act like you been somewhere before.
yeah, like you chastising about trying to get paid the same day and stuff like that, and it doesn't work out like that. Like you have to have somebody that can teach you. And I'm grateful enough to actually reach out, like venture out on my own and try to find spaces what taught me that. Like me working at Mac taught me a lot, and I was there 5 years. We would definitely have training every 4 months that will update us on the new trends that were out, the way to talk to people. Like they even taught me how to talk to customers and talk to my clients and stuff like that, because I never realized that me saying dark skin or light skin could be offensive, because I'm so
Mhm.
used to saying that in the hood we say dark skin, light skin, that don't mean nothing. But in the professional world, you don't want to say I'm going to use this foundation on you because it's good for dark skinned women, instead of
Mhm.
saying
That's something you say to your friends, but not to
yeah.
that could offend somebody for real, because what you mean dark?
I've had it happen to
You just
me.
called me a N-word?
I've had it happen to me before by a celebrity. They got really offended by me saying dark skin,
Mm.
or somebody around them saying dark skin. But yeah, you just say like deeper tone skin, more, whatever. You have to, it's a certain way you got to carry
Yeah, you
yourself.
gotta know your audience. You gotta code switch, basically.
Yeah, you just have to know how to be professional. And
Mhm.
and honestly, for real, school or not, that's not something that can be taught, and that's the reason why the beauty community for these people is lacking, because everybody wants to be a star. Everybody, the hairstylists are and makeup artists and stuff like that are mimicking their life after people like Eric and Tay and Jonathan, who have built an audience behind their personality as well. So everybody wants that.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to be the star of the show, and it's like you can't work for these people. And I mean, you can still have your own identity and do you, because that's me. I'm always going to be myself, but at the same time, when I'm at work, I'm at work.
Yeah, it's just you gotta know when to turn it on, turn it off. And sometimes though, even though those people look cool and stuff on social media, we don't have a single clue how they are with their clients. Cause there's a lot of businesses out here. I was watching this TikTok about this lady who was a wedding coordinator who did a terrible job, but she was posing for pictures at the venue at the wedding and then used it for her social media. So people like, wow, she coordinated this beautiful wedding, not knowing she was late. She didn't deliver on everything they asked for. People money
Oh
got messed
wow.
up. It's just like, but it's like they put on that facade. So now everybody's like, oh, I want to work with her, or that's the kind of I want to do that. That's the kind of wedding I want to do. But you got to really know what you're doing. You got to know how to really. You got there are oh my god, there are so many aspiring entrepreneurs who miss the part of like keeping business. Like, okay, something that we have seen for years, people like, oh my God, every time people, your own friends self-serving this business and y'all need to not even buying from them. If your key to success for your business is your friends and family buying from you, you already starting off wrong. That's just my opinion. Because if
Yeah.
I think your plan, your goal should always to be I can't even talk straight. Your goal should always be to expand and be successful. And your friends and family cannot be who keeping you afloat. Like you need to be targeting people that need your product. It is nice and cool to see people get your body cream, get your disc, do the makeup, do the hair, etc., etc. But if you are starting a business, then that's what you're doing. You're servicing the general public. But anyway, I see that a lot. And then these people, your auntie and uncle don't care about you being late. They just happy to put some money in your pocket. But when you talking about keeping money coming in, that's why you see so many people starting businesses and they phase out. Whenever I see and this is no shade, whenever I see a trendy business start off like a soap company, like a body butter, I'm just like, I'm a supporter, but I don't expect it to be around for long. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's
I
just
agree.
something. It's something you picked up. It looked easy. Everybody else is doing it, and that's fine. But I really admire people that put their all into it. They care. They don't. It's just a true functioning business. But we are in the gig economy, and I'm not mad at it. But I'm just saying, I wish that people would put more into it than just a quick buck because it looked like it was easy.
There we
Because if
go.
you really want to quit your job and be a full-time entrepreneur, it's possible.
I don't think people like. I even tell people like, I really didn't start making money for real until about 4 years into the game. Like I was staying with my aunt, my friends, everybody sleeping on couches,
But
floors,
people
whatever.
are too good for that. Like for real.
And I get it though, but we're in a different space. So social media has made it to where you don't have to really go through that. As long as you have great content and you're showing like, oh, I can do this and I can do this well. If you're doing how-to videos, people are gonna be like, okay, let me go to him because I like how he do this and blah blah blah. It's
But you know
easier
what? I
like
don't even think that's true. I think we think that because that's what made it to our timeline. But there are just like it's 15, 20 popular people doing that thing on social media. It's 100 more that we never gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there are, and it's no shade to who to what you're saying. I'm just saying
no, no,
that
no. I get it.
I think we just think that because we see it a lot, but there are so many more people who are trying to do that same thing and they're never gonna get the opportunity
Yeah, no,
because it
I
just
feel that.
wasn't meant to be.
It don't, it
Everybody
don't,
can't be a Quinta Brunson
oh Jesus.
at all.
Let me tell you something. It hit different when you was on Vine. I'm sorry, it really do.
I wasn't even on Vine, but I do remember a Large.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord. He
Get it
got
off from he got
money.
money. But
Yes, let
yeah,
me
so
tell you
I just
something.
think that I just think that I think that we have a perception that is that way, but in reality, everybody that's trying to be successful in that space, we are not seeing that stuff because they're just not good. And the people that we are seeing, they're not good either. They're just some of them just make it look good.
Yeah, my advice is just to align yourself with um, people who you know they have business. I guess I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like business,
Acumen.
like you like the way they run their business.
Yeah, they have
Follow
business
those type of
acumen.
people.
They
Yeah,
professional, they polished, they organized. And it ain't gonna always come easy for everybody, but I need people to be open to feedback because nowadays you say something negative about an experience you had with a black business and now you bringing them down, but we gladly give our money to the white folks. No, I gladly, and I'm real strict on every business, black, white, or whatever. I give my money where I feel like it's like I'm being, respected and treated well.
I feel you on that.
But
That's the same thing with me because it's been a lot of times where first of all, whether I had it or not, I spend my money very wisely these days.
yeah,
Now I know I used to spend crazy, but every dollar counts these days. And so if I feel inclined to support somebody's business, I understand hiccups happen, but it's a way that you handle that.
yeah,
And especially with a small business, stuff is gonna happen. I'm not gonna blame you for that, but it's a way that you do that. Like say for instance, if I was on my way to a client and I got pulled over by the cops, or whatever not, and I'm late to the appointment, I'm gonna accommodate them for that. I'm so sorry. Like that had nothing to you do whatever. I'll take this off just because I was late.
Yeah.
And I don't want you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
because even most of the time they'll still pay me my full rate.
But
It's
it's
just the
the
fact.
principle. It's the fact that you even considered that. Remember that business we went to, they had us out there waiting, didn't even address that when we went in. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's a way that you do things that make people feel comfortable enough. You know, like okay, maybe 2 years from now you're gonna get it together. So I'm gonna revisit
Now 2
this.
years, I ain't gonna give you that much, but I feel you.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm
I
just saying
just
like I'm not gonna all the way put you in the dead zone just because of that, especially if
Yeah,
you're
I feel you.
very
It depends.
accommodating.
Yeah, I think that because people can launch a business in 5 seconds on social media, nothing wrong with that. That eliminates the need to perfect that craft because you ain't got to go to like a trade show or a business a venue. You know what's those things called when they have an expo? Like you don't really all you gotta do is tell people to repost. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
you figure out the rest when you get your first order. But I don't know. Godspeed to our people. I'm not mad at all the different entrepreneurs, but I do want our people to be open to feedback and to every time Jada drop a new line on her clothing line, the people be talking about how they ain't got their orders from September. It's January. And she'll comment on their video talking about just send me an email, baby. You got an email when I place that order. Like, what are you talking about? And I see it all the time. And I could, it could be that the algorithm is just pushing that and most people getting their orders. I don't know. But they always say how they didn't get their stuff, how the sizing was wrong and things like that. And I'm not hating. I think Jada has a lot of resources to have a well operating business, but I don't think that from what I'm seeing, it don't seem like she's thinking about that aspect of it. She got a team, orders coming through, y'all figured it out. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
That's what
no.
it seemed like.
She yeah, and that really sucks because I think that that somebody like Jada and Ari, I can respect them just because of the impact that they've had on social media. Not saying that it was all good, but their audience, I would expect for Jada to have her business together a little bit more.
I
Just
mean,
because of where she is. And she has the access to people who can help her with these things. Um, it's just so much that, she has access to what that can help her. And I'm like, girl, what?
I
I haven't
agree.
heard anything.
You can't always hire your friends. You need some professional people that's
You
gonna be
have
up in here
access to
putting in
that
work.
too.
Yeah, you
You
got
have
a
the
nice,
money.
beautiful warehouse, but it can't stop there. You gotta really like I mean, I don't know. I never ordered from her, but I'm talking about when it comes to clothing, something that you drop, it's not like it's custom. You should have, if it's not all ready to order, you need to have your ducks in a row and set the proper expectations for how long it's gonna take. But I
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair for me to order from a business and it take more than 4 weeks. And 4 weeks is really pushing it, to be honest. But I think that the drop ship economy or style has made that a little bit more normalized. But if you have a clothing line, a clothing collection, I don't expect drop ship turnaround times. I expect it's in stock, you offering 3 day shipping. I'm a week is lovely. 2 weeks,
Yeah.
cool, no big deal.
And you know what's so crazy? I usually don't have issues with stuff like that, but randomly, when Balenciaga and Gap had launched that hoodie with Yeezy, I bought two of them, and it took 7 months to come.
Not okay.
A
Not
big
okay.
company like Balenciaga, Yeezy, and
Let me
Adidas. I
tell you
mean,
something. I ordered a Burberry scarf at maybe 3 o'clock. Who ain't get it at 8 a.m. the next day?
period,
The next day.
period.
Literally. And
It
I'm
should
not
be like that.
comparing these big brands. I'm just saying Balenciaga ain't that's not Quick Trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I also think the problem is social media, unfortunately. So we like to see people invite us to their lives. So of course we want to see videos of Jada in her warehouse and packing orders, and you know how she pick her models, behind the scenes of her photo shoots and stuff like that. I feel as if people do that. They just want the image. But if you're gonna copy these people, and I'm just calling a thing, if you're gonna copy these people like Skims and Kylie, you're gonna mimic your warehouse after a design like that. Those people are hiring people who are skilled in those areas and not their friends.
And it's not and having that, like Jada, I mean, not to say they do the same thing, but she can do the same exact thing. We could do that. Me and you could do that.
She has the ability to have the same impact as
Exactly.
Kylie.
Exactly.
And
I
you know what
agree.
I'm saying? Her and Ari. Now Ari, I haven't heard anything bad about her
Me
business.
either, and I'm not, I'm not even a Ari fan like that. But I've never, and I'm not even a Jada fan like that. But I do see these things. But it is, especially being in the city of Atlanta, you got so many people that literally worship your feet. You can find somebody that's gonna be dedicated to them labels getting printed out. And I hate when companies will, they'll print the label so you think it's being shipped whole time it ain't even been received by the post office. But there's always room for improvement, but I just feel like when you have such a big platform like she does, I mean, she's even talked about the same thing happened when she had her hair brand, her hair company. People wasn't getting
Yeah.
their stuff. It's like, just take a second. Take a second. What are you selling? When is it going live? When can people expect it? That will clear up a lot of the madness. Not comment on a TikTok talking about send you an email.
And then I
Sweetie.
see you at the basketball game with Des, and y'all turning up, and my order ain't shit.
Oh my, with my money. I
That
want to
be the
spend with
thing right there.
y'all.
I think that, and granted, do you? And I know you have a life too, but I think that's crazy and very irresponsible for you not to handle your business before you do stuff like that. I don't need to see you on vacation and you ain't even like low key.
That's like you owing me money. Cause what you mean you got a beanie from Montclair?
That's what I'm saying.
To me, if your business ain't in order, you shouldn't be laughing. Ain't nothing funny.
Okay, yeah, no, I feel I'm that person too.
Cause what you
I
laughing at?
I definitely um so right now I'm actually waiting on something that's taking so long to come, but
Mm-mm.
I knew this prior to purchasing it, so that's why I'm not mad. Like Telfar, they'll be like, okay, if you order from the bag security program, you won't get it until
But see,
this
they
day.
are very clear, and sometimes they under promise, over deliver. You end up getting it sometimes sooner than you expected. But they be like, "Hey, you ain't getting this for 4 months." Okay, cool. It's a pre-order. I get it.
Yeah, that's what I just did the Carisha game. I'm sad because it's not it's saying that I need to wait for it up until March 19th. I'm like, girl, I ain't even want to play no more.
Oh, it's gonna be a volume 2 by then.
That's what I'm saying.
But
But
you know what?
she didn't know that it was gonna sell out because she had a lot
Really?
of
Come on now.
inventory.
Come on.
She
You
had a
believe
lot of
that?
inventory, and then she ended up doing a second drop. So I got mine doing the second drop, and
I ain't going for it. I'm sorry. People and a lot of times too, the people be getting limited inventory and they want to claim they sold out. Yeah, you did sell out them two. Them two you had. And I get ain't nothing wrong with gauging demand. That's probably what she did. She tried to gauge demand, but I'm sorry, I'm not going for anybody famous, especially messing with a billionaire like Diddy, thinking they junk ain't gonna sell out. You want a podcast of the year. All right. I love Young Miami. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have no excuses for delay. Like if you ain't tell me to expect this, then I'm expecting it.
yeah, well, it said on there. The second
Mm.
one it said expect.
Oh well, if it say it, that's one thing. So
Yeah,
then
no,
don't
no, no. It says it on there. I'm just sad. I'm
well,
like, damn, I wish
you
I.
sad for no reason. Go eat some pie.
Oh,
Okay, so I got a lot of talk point. I don't even you got shop talk because I can keep going.
we can skip chop chop today because there's really nothing going on. Megan
It's
case
some stuff
over.
going on.
Look, Megan case over.
They dropped Tory
So,
Lane mugshot, child. He's smiling, but they not gonna be funny when you being getting tossed around like a pizza roll.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look
50
at.
Cent apologized to Meg. Let me talk about this.
Let's go.
Um,
Let's go.
this might not be a popular opinion. I understand my opinion about the case might not even be popular, but I don't think it's fair to be mad at people because of the side they chose about something they wasn't there for. Now, 50 Cent is a little different. He is extremely disrespectful. I do not think anything he does or says is funny. I'm just using the topic as an example. He basically was like he had made a meme about Megan, like it was like a remix of the Boys from the Hood when Ricky was getting shot, he was running, blah, blah. That was extremely disrespectful and unacceptable, period. But he was saying that his reasoning was because he saw Megan go on Gayle King and lie about having sex with Tori. He was like, it's very clear that she had lied about that, which I felt the same way. But so he was like, well, after that, she must be lying about everything. I don't think that's cool. That was disrespectful, but you were not there. Now, not putting him aside, I saw people saying like, okay, now that I heard the Tory jail call, and now that I seen this, okay, yeah, it makes sense. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think I have to believe anybody if I wasn't there. Like I can go based off of the information presented to me, and I can make an assessment based off of that. But I'm not gonna go out calling these people a liar and all that. I think that's extremely out of line. But I don't think people were wrong for not knowing what happened because they
No,
don't know what
I don't
happened.
think. I think the same thing as you. Like I get it. We don't know nothing. None of us was there. We still don't know the 100% truth. If we're being honest, um,
Right. Because
I
I
just
still
don't like
think there
the
was some
fact.
ricocheting involved, but that's not the popular thing to say. And I don't care about what's popular because that's why I don't want to be no influencer because I want my little 10 people to hear what I got to
Oh my
say.
god. No, I just feel like the problem is that people they choose what side they're on and they take it to the extreme. Like you can
Yeah.
believe that Tori didn't do that, that's fine. But once you get online and you start chastising her, calling her a lie, you
You
don't
gotta be
really
ready to
know.
stand on that. You
Yeah, you
got
don't really know. You can't really do that. And
yeah.
then I don't like the fact that people are so loud when they are doing stuff like that, and then when it comes out that they're wrong, oops, my bad.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Cause and that's my thing. I'm like,
That's so
and
lame.
I've said before, like I don't know what have did he shoot her? I don't know. And and I don't think it was unfair for me to say that, but I was just reading some comments on people, giving their perspective. It was like, it shouldn't have took this long for you to believe black women. Sweetie, black women, I don't support all women. Some women are very dumb.
Oh, and let's never mind.
Some men is very dumb too. But all I'm trying to say is, when that situation happened, I think it shocked a whole lot of people, if not everybody. So I don't think it was wrong for people to kind of question like what really happened. And then obviously we didn't get a lot of those details until after the trial. And people, things be it's some people, man, it's some jacked up stuff going on in the street. Anyway, all I'm saying is this made me think about basic, what's I don't remember there's a football player who recently got discharged from the hospital. He had a heart attack or what appears to be a heart attack from my understanding on the football field. And Skip Bayless, who was a sports commentator, forgive me if that's not his official
Mm.
title, but he basically was just saying like they probably shouldn't end the game, given the crucial point of the season, yada yada yada. People were saying it was insensitive. They wanted him to get fired, and I personally don't agree with that. I don't think that it's fair to ask for somebody to be discharged, fired, or canceled because you don't agree with them. Can you imagine a world where everybody thinks just like you?
Yeah, no, that's
Like, we
horrible.
wouldn't learn anything, we wouldn't be entertained by anything, we wouldn't gain anything from any situation. So I think it's kinda one side, one single-minded, absent-minded to think that somebody's supposed to lose their job, get canceled, or just should not be considered favorable because you don't agree with what they say. And a lot of times we change our perspective on stuff too, years down the line or whatever the case is, but I just don't like this. I think Lizzo made a tweet about this saying that she thinks that, she basically was just not here for cancel culture, and I agree. I just think that it's just weird and unnecessary. It's if you don't support somebody, then don't. But when y'all drag people, it gives them more attention. Like
Yeah,
they
it
products
really
are,
does.
yeah, it
Look at
does.
look at look at Krishan and Blueface. Like, why are they famous?
Listen, and I get so mad when Neighborhood Talk post them so much. I'm like, this is really violent.
Can I just be honest and say that I'm starting not to like neighborhood talk?
Yeah, me too. Actually,
They posted something, so I don't think that this was blog worthy, and I felt and it was so annoying. They posted about Tabitha Brown's age. Like, why?
oh my, that pissed me off.
That made me so irritated. Like, why are y'all
Yeah.
posting that?
Yeah, I agree. And I'm like, Tabitha Brown literally ain't did nothing to nobody. Like, she has been the
Unwarranted.
model citizen. I don't know how she might be at home, but I saw people trying to drag her, not drag her age, but trying to compare her to the Mallory sisters, and was talking about the fact that her husband is a police officer. I know y'all say y'all hate the police on Twitter, but let me know what happened when somebody bust y'all windows out while you inside of it.
Yeah, like I think that people this just goes back to accountability. People don't like to be held accountable for things that they know they did wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody expects to get a slap on the wrist, which I get. You know, sometimes you do make a mistake, but you can't just expect the world to just be okay with quote unquote making a mistake or you doing things without repercussions.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That's not the case all the time with police. And I get it. It's racist police out here. Things happen
Yeah,
every single day,
a
but at the
lot of
same
people that
time,
don't deserve to have a gun, and be protecting the public, but I don't think it. I also have called the police when my life was in danger,
same.
and
And
I
I
do it
will
again.
again.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. And
I don't
I'll
have to
do it
call the
again.
police on family, and I will do it again. So I get it. I definitely am not the biggest fan of like rush to the police just for every little thing, but I do expect them to protect and serve. I pay their
Yeah.
salaries,
See,
literally.
for me, it's fuck 12 a little bit, not all the way.
I ain't even turned 12. I skipped right to 13. I'm just
You know?
No,
So,
I
you
get it.
know,
It's a lot of police that overdo it. I don't. This is not me to like side with the police. Let's be very clear. But I don't think it's fair to like there are people not that this always works, but there are some people that think that joining the police force will help them be the change that they want to see in their community. Now they might be outnumbered with that initiative, but I think that I don't think that Tab's husband has done anything publicly for us to be like, oh, why she with him? Like, you don't even know they stay, you just don't know what goes on in their household every day.
yeah, no. And
And
I
everybody
mean,
ain't in a patrol car.
yeah, and he not a police no more. She retired him. So now what?
Mm, I
She
forgot about that.
Yeah, years ago or a year ago
Mm.
or two. So what now?
Yeah,
It
I
just
don't
be
get
kind
it.
of. I hate the fact that when people are presenting themselves as such a good person and
People try to find something wrong.
they did because it's like she can't be this positive all the time. Of course she not. She have her
Oh
days too, but
my
at the
god.
same time, why are you hating on that? Because
Literally hating
you
that.
would literally be okay with somebody online complaining and being negative and talking shit, but she's literally not. I mean, like the stuff that she says helps so many people. She literally is she reminds me of just like a fucking fairy. Like she's just
No,
so
seriously,
sweet. Like she's so,
positive. It's like what we want to see, and we have it, and now y'all trying to tear it down.
that's tacky as hell. You posting some shit about her age. Of course, she wearing her natural hair. She doesn't do all the extra Instagrammy stuff.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that's not her thing. If that's
Beautiful
what a
kids,
fish you
cute
are,
dog. She got a kids TV show. She got something
that's
for
what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
family.
T and Tamara, they have been in Hollywood their whole life, so they
Hmm.
have. Sad to say, and it's not a bad thing because we all indulge in so many things, but they have more of a, I guess the woke people would say, a more European approach to things. So of course their hair being pressed out and styled a certain way is going to
They
make
don't
them
even
look
right. They don't even have the same kind
younger.
of hair, and they're light skin. Might I add, no
Light
shade.
skin, the makeup makes a difference. The style makes a difference.
Hmm. Tab
Like,
really, we knew her off TikTok. She went viral,
yeah,
being herself. And not saying that Tia Tamara not being herself, but I'm just saying we got Tab as her authentic self. I ain't seen much of no switching up from her.
no,
But you mentioned something that I wanted to talk on. So on TikTok, okay, we all know Jackie Aina, right? She been influencing before influencing was even influencing. Literally was a content creator when it was not being monetized.
yeah,
Literally. And
mm-hmm,
so she made a video on TikTok that has literally took over the whole goddamn app. Long story short, she basically was saying that people need to stop. There are basically people think that a lot of content creators are pretending to have a good life, pretending to have a happy life, pretending to have a perfect life, and pretending like that they don't have no problems. And Jackie was just saying that no, you are expecting them to have an imperfect life, or you are looking to them to deliver certain things when everybody's not miserable, everybody's not having an unhappy life. Like that's just not how it is. She was like, I'm definitely not pretending. And so,
yeah,
she makes these TikTok videos where she's like steaming her pillows every day, cleaning her house all day, every day, which I don't think is unrealistic because, baby, I clean all day, every day. It is my thing. I always make sure my house look hotel ready. And so
yeah,
people was in the comments talking about she like be for real. Ain't nobody doing that every day. Your man probably cheating on you. That's why y'all not married yet. You pretending to be happy. I mean, really being some haters. Now I know a lot of people on TikTok probably don't know Jackie before the app, but she said it herself. Multiple successful platforms on every app for a
yeah, for
long
sure.
time.
And you see her everywhere. This girl is literally on ads in Sephora.
Literally that girl. Literally that girl. Literally that girl. Like for real. So anyway, another big creator, her name is Tiana the lawyer. Oh, child. Okay, I live by an airport. Let's just say that, and that plane sounded like it was about to drop some people off of my patio.
Okay,
Um, but this girl named Tiana the lawyer. You want to know why she's popular on TikTok?
why?
DH Gate.
Oh yeah, she. I don't know who you're talking about, but they be making videos about the replicas, right?
Yeah, she literally does all fake stuff, her and her man. And I actually thought she was entertaining. I never, ever ordered anything from DHgate in my life. But I
Neither.
thought her commentary was funny. She'd be like, "Oh, it's too good. Look at it." Da, 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 da." So anyway, she had stitched Jackie Anna's video about like, people expecting perfection. And she was just basically saying, like, I gotta disagree with you. You gotta at least show us some bloopers here or there, or show us when you have bad days. And I'm just like,
Why?
exactly. And on top of that, Jackie didn't disagree with her. She was just like, I meant what I said, but I understand. Then Tiana is going in the comments laughing with people that are saying negative stuff about Jackie, about her hair, about her face, about her makeup, about her
You know what I'm
house,
saying?
and
It gets
how,
deeper.
huh?
It gets deeper. There we go. Hating
Exactly. And
assholes.
and Jackie was just like, wow. And all of y'all follow me, the commenters and the creator. And it was just crazy because you know what, and I don't mean to flex, but I don't be having a lot of problems. So if
Yeah.
I'm posting on social media, am I being a fraud because I'm not showing bloopers? And that's like saying, that's like looking at TV shows, and that's another thing that social media brought. It made people feel entitled to knowing every aspect of your life because these people are curating content for your consumption. So if you don't like that they're not showing certain things, why are you following them? And on second thought, why are you hating on them while you follow them?
Yeah.
It just
I,
didn't make sense.
I remember in middle school they used to say, haters are just confused admirers. And I
No,
really believe
literally.
that.
Pandering to somebody that wears fake everything. Fake everything.
I think that people like that too. So here's the thing with that. Um, because I kind of deal with that. So I think that there's an issue with people who there's a issue with people who are black and like luxury things or things that normal black people won't do. Now people glorify stuff like, and I'm not down talking on anybody, but there's just a difference.
Mhm.
People glorify, oh, she real because she still eat chitlins.
Right,
She
but when you
still
so
be hanging out at
transparent,
Greenbrier. She
yeah.
still be going to the hood checking on her folks, blah blah blah. But then, like, of course, once you get to a certain age, you start traveling, you start experiencing more. You realize it's a whole nother world out there, and you start getting exposed to things. You're not gonna want to go back to the hood
Cause you
and hang
see
out
the
with those people
difference.
because you done got to this to see these areas, and you're like, damn, I'm doing it wrong. I need to try some more stuff.
And
What's
not
wrong
even
with
doing it
that?
wrong, but you have expanded your palette. Like, okay.
Yeah. So now that you're in a different space and you're different, whatever, everybody loves to pull that. Oh, you Hollywood now. You this. Okay,
Mhm.
yes, I am. But am I not humble? Can you not be humble? And I can still be out here doing these things that I like to do. And I think that's what that looks like to me from that girl because she posting all this fake shit and then you comment on her stuff because I think it was unwarranted, especially the fact I haven't seen the video, but I know Jackie. Like I watch all her video. I don't know her personally, but I'm just saying I know her
But
character. I
over the
watch
years,
all her
you've
stuff.
seen enough to be like, because you can only fake the funk for so long, not for no decade, not
Yeah,
like in this aspect. And that's another thing you mentioned too about like you seeing new things. Jackie had also kind of went viral on YouTube because she was saying that people were saying that beauty influencers were no longer relatable. But that's not Jackie's problem.
yeah.
Jackie did created content that people like. She became successful off of that. So now she's living better. She's doing more things. She's traveling the world. And you don't have to relate to them to enjoy their content. But like me, I talk about all the time how I listen to so many podcasts. There are a lot of podcasts that I've unsubscribed from because I can't relate to them no more. I don't enjoy them no more. But that's not their problem. On to
Yeah,
next. I expect
yeah.
people to do the same thing with our show. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy that people expect this image from. It's almost like if they see them not doing well or they see them not progressing, they feel better about themselves. Like they
The
feel similar.
moment you get to the next level or you start doing things that look more grand or more whatever, here come the haters. Oh,
Yep.
she always used to have that. She used to eat hot links from the ice cream truck back in the day, and now she
Exactly.
want to
Don't
eat
forget where you
sushi.
came from. I mean, and they literally say stuff like that. It's so strange. I always talk about this creator named Clark. She's a senior at Columbia University. And people get she lives a very luxurious lifestyle as a college student. Now, at first, it was being funded by refund checks. She's got a full ride in school. So she you get all them scholarships, you get that money back. We all know how refund checks work, because we was all getting them. Now, maybe not all of us. Let me stop for y'all. Try to say I'm trying to pretend everybody got money. But anyway, she was able to get a really nice high rise apartment in New York. She dates like older men and not even that much older, to be honest with you. Some of them like 10 years older. That's a lot, but in reality, it's not when you're 21. Okay, cool. So anyway,
Yeah.
she people would be like Clark acting like she always had money. Her dad went to prison. They didn't even grow up with money. It's like, dang. So she can't live better now. Cause to be honest with you, because I grew up so poor is why I live how I live now. Cause I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. And then it's crazy because to me, people think this is another thing. People can live in a middle class neighborhood and still be dead broke because they spent their last dime to make sure that they can live in that environment for their kids to go. This girl went to North Atlanta. It's some folks from the hood at North Atlanta, and just because I mean I think that people want you when they want you to be poor, they want you to be living in the trenches. But
Yes.
you can literally live in the suburbs and be barely making it.
They gon' and the thing about it is you're gonna be living in the trenches and they still gonna talk about you. Oh, you know she living a
Listen, look at
talk about
her.
me while I'm living in the high rise.
Look,
Please.
having
I'd
all that
appreciate
money and
that.
living in the hood, she must be scamming. She must be stealing. Now they trying to rob you. But then you in the suburbs because you had enough money to move yourself out of the hood, but now you barely making it. And now it's like you living beyond your means. Or why you living over there? Why would you spend that much money to live over there when you can go over here?
No,
And that's
I'm
what
living beyond your means. You can't get
exactly
to it.
because you mean to be
So
doing what you need to be. That's what I'm saying. And I know for me personally, I have never been a flexer on social media. That's 1,000% factual. And I don't ever want, and that's why I don't want to be a creator because I don't want that kind of attention. I just want to be me and work my 9 to 5. I'm okay with that. And when I retire myself from my 9 to 5, it's gonna be something that I done for myself that ain't got nothing to do with other people's opinion. But I do think after a while you do get tough skin and you can ignore that kind of stuff. But it's gotta be frustrating to have people inserting their opinions. Like for example, Jackie been engaged for what 2 years? We've been in the pandemic what 3 years? And people talking about why y'all ain't got married yet? What you waiting on? He must
mind
not want
your
to marry.
business. Pay for it.
I'm like, oh my God. And now when
Pay
she
for it.
finally clapped back, she gets down with the reads. So she was telling them like, basically, y'all don't know nothing about my wedding because I haven't told y'all nothing. And that's nothing. People be assuming because you ain't shared it with them again because they consume your content. They think they know everything. But y'all think that this lady just sitting around with a engagement ring on her finger and don't got nothing going on. Like BFFR, okay?
That's
BF
my
for real.
favorite.
It's
That's
just
my
so.
favorite thing.
It's so it's really you do not know these people. It's
Mm.
actually scary.
Yeah, it's. I don't honestly. I used to get bothered by the internet and just people's comments, but that's why I say I think I'm ready for YouTube. I'm ready. I don't care if somebody's trying to say something to me to inform me about something. Great. I'm very receptive
You
to
know how
that,
many
and
people
I
you know
don't
how many
always get it right. But if you're coming over here with personal opinions about stuff that I have or that I'm doing, I don't care. Like
yeah, and there's a
feel
way
that way.
to convey it. If you're genuinely trying to tell somebody something, that's one thing. But y'all know how y'all get down. I got so many people in my comments about my grill. You should have did this. You should have went to these for you should have just kept scrolling because I already got the grill. So now what?
Yeah,
Because I tried to support who you suggested, and I had a terrible experience. Now I would have been dead wrong if because I was gonna call them out in that video actually, and I'm so glad I did it because that video went too crazy,
yeah.
and I don't have time to be beefing
That
with
probably
folks.
would have got you a free grill.
I don't want free. I spent my money. I was willing to spend more. But anyway,
Mm.
yeah, I just really hate that people feel entitled to know details about people's lives, man. It's really scary. In reality, people become obsessed over this fictional character. Even though it's a real person, you really don't know them. Like I never want to be to that point where I'm out in public and people sneaking pictures with me or walking up on me with their camera on. It's just that's a lot. I don't like that.
That has happened to me a few times, and
I
I
don't
almost
like it.
hit the bad bunny on them hoes.
Okay, and I support him when he threw that girl phone. Cause now what? Go
Like
take a
I
picture of the
hate one
river.
thing about me is I'm gonna always have fun. I don't have no kids and I'm single.
Hello,
I'm gonna do
somebody.
what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna hang out with people. That's just me. Why would I be a boring ass person and I ain't got no kids or no man? Like I'm gonna go out. I don't I don't believe in and for me, I don't. If I'm at like a party or something, I'll make a video, but I never really record myself at parties. I don't record myself in the club or nothing like that because I don't want to be posting myself like that inebriated. I do it on my close friends or something, or if it's like a weed post or something like that. But I don't want to be drunk and Don't come up to me with your phone and you see that I'm over
Yeah,
here having fun. Get that out of my face,
yeah.
please. I
It's
think
just
that's
a
so
time. It's one thing
rude.
to ask, and if I say no, then that's just what it is. But you
Yeah.
can give people the ability to choose.
Like people come up all the time, and it's just because of my personality on social media. I seem so cool, and
Yeah, I get
everybody
it.
wants to. You know what I'm saying?
They create this
They
fictional
like
character.
yeah, but I mean, I'm still a real person, and I don't know you.
Hmm.
You know me because of social media, but you got to realize, like, I don't follow you back. I don't know nothing about your life. So you
Oh,
walk up
listen, I
on
don't
me,
follow you back for me.
but I'm just saying, you think that I'm about to follow 41,000
No,
people
I
back?
get it. I literally
So it's
get it. But
that's not fair to me because I'm tailoring my timeline to see stuff that I want to see. You are not obligated to follow me at all.
yeah, and
If
you
a
might have
follow
liked
back
that
is going
comment
to
before.
determine if a follow back is going to determine whether you support me or not, don't follow me then.
You know, people say that folk they unfollow folks because they ain't no fan, but it's not about that. If I don't take I used to take unfollow. I didn't take them personal. I just used to be shocked, but I literally only want to see what I want to see on my timeline, and that is not personal. It's people that I literally know
I
and
don't
will
take
speak to
unfollow
them and tell
serious.
a joke with them in person, and I do not follow them back, and that's not even a
I don't
shade.
take it serious. Let me tell you something. I post makeup. I post funny memes. I post videos on myself. I be cooking. I post me being outside. Maybe that's boring to you. Maybe it's no interest to you. You know, you mow lawns. You don't want to watch me do this. I get it. So that don't mean I'm gonna be mean to you or rude. That also don't give you the just because I do have a lot of followers and just I know you know a lot of people, whatever. That don't warrant you to walk up on me with a camera
I mean,
without
think about that
asking.
invasion of you are literally out minding your business.
I'm literally over here trying to figure out what is not in my freezer because I need to, and not in my refrigerator. And if I still got some salt and pepper left, and I'm in the store looking crazy as hell, and you walking up on me while I'm sitting there, like looking like, dang,
Oh.
I need this. Yes, you better go off. Hey,
Go back.
I'm well. How are you? Thank you. So it's
Yes.
thrown all in your face. Like,
Yes.
relax.
And it's just I agree. That's why whenever I see a celebrity, I'll speak and I literally will keep it pushing. I swear. I'll be like, hey Cash Doll, and then keep it pushing. I don't even stop walking. I just be like, oh hey.
Yeah, I mean, but even still, but at least you not running up on her and blowing up her
Right,
spot
because
with a
I'm
phone.
these people expect folks to recognize them. Like, let's be for real. But it's just
Yeah.
how you go about it. It's just like doing too much. Like y'all need
And
to
see me now that you don't cause the whole situation for me because nobody know me for real. Like,
and now they looking too.
and so now we in the store and they done did all that and it'll be like an older person. Who are you? What do you do?
Oh my
Why they
God.
do that?
And
Do I
then
need
not
to be
only that,
taking a
people
picture
probably start
too?
taking out their phone too, just in case, so they can find
Look,
out
they be
who
like, do
you.
I need to be taking a picture? I'll be like, please,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Like I've had so many people like come up to me, were you on TV before? Because I seen you. I'm like, no.
I was.
I said a line of oath.
Yeah, I just
Let me tell you
don't
something.
like
That's
it.
the best meme I've ever seen in my life. I'm
Publicity is
sorry.
not for me. I don't like it. And I also feel like I might say something that I'm a regret, or I might change my mind the next minute. I don't have time to be having that on record.
Mm. See me? See me?
Mm. Okay,
I don't
so
mind it.
in Twitter news, there was a chef named Chef Way who basically got drugged. He posted a video about oxtail pasta. It went viral, and a young lady retweeted him and basically pulled a "this you." And you know, back in the day, and even present day, to be honest with you, but there was a point where people would literally tweet the most outlandish, self-hating stuff on Twitter to go viral. And this guy literally all day long used to tweet about black women, dark-skinned women, saying that black women make good punching bags and darkies and black babies. I mean,
Yeah.
literally to the point where you would think it was really a white person running that page, but turns out that this was really a black man behind his own page. And so, long story short, the whole Twitter did a diss you. He ended up even on the news. This man works for the I think that I don't want to be wrong, but I know he's an attorney and he works for the state. But I don't know if he lost his job, but he definitely lost a ton of endorsements. And this man is like in his 40s, y'all. So if this was like 9, 10 years ago, he was a very grown man saying this outlandish stuff to only turn out to be a lawyer representing them same people who he spoke out against. And then once they called him out, he was like, To those offended, I apologize. Those tweets were created at a very dark time. Cooking changed that. So people was dragging him talking about some oxtails. That was like jerk season that made you love black women.
That sucks though, because I feel like I don't know, because I know for me, and I always speak for myself only. I've said some crazy shit.
Me too. Where that Twitter page at? Gone, baby, gone. And guess what? He deleted that page too. But you know what happened? Remember when Twitter, when you used to retweet, it would create a new tweet under that person's page that did the retweet. So you could still
Oh
search his
yeah,
Twitter
you
name.
can still search our old thing. They have internet archive. That archive and Twitter is a part of it.
I mean, I don't even care if I don't care what happens with my stuff because I don't care. But I'm not gonna say that I do care.
I
But
What at what point do we allow people to genuinely apologize and move forward? Because I think
how
that
do
the
we know if
problem
it's genuine? This man said black women made for good punching bags at his grown age.
that's very true.
Was that ever like for real? For real? When we was 5 years old, that wasn't even okay. Before
Yeah,
cancel
no,
culture.
maybe he was on crack.
I just feel like anything you put out in the internet, you gotta expect, you gotta be prepared for it to
Oh
never
yeah,
go
for
away.
sure he does. For sure he
And then
does.
it's not even like he said bad stuff here or there. His whole account was dedicated to those kind of tweets. And he got a lot of followers off of it.
I don't have no
I
words.
have a threshold. I'm sorry. You say stupid stuff here and there, you learn from your mistakes, but your whole identity is about bashing your own people. I don't have no respect for it. Now, I'm
Yeah,
never going to support him, obviously, and he got a ton of new followers off of this. So, it is what it is. I mean, I guess a win is a win, a lose is a lose. So while he got the negative publicity for it, he still got people that's siding with him because they feel like we allow people to grow. I allow people to grow in certain environments, but some stuff is between you and God. But I'm also not somebody that's finna public. I don't even comment on people's stuff for real. I'm not gonna like publicly drag you. But if I was one of those people who he said something about, which was the case with this young lady, that's different. Cause she
yeah.
probably got triggered when she saw him going viral and doing well after he said stuff and brought all those negative comments to her mentions.
Hold on, this just came in hot off the press. Um, Carlos Harris Jr. He's one of my favorite content creators on Instagram. He's actually the one who made those cleanup videos popular. He's the
Oh
one that
yes,
I seen do
yes.
it first. I love him. He just posted and said that people love to call men feminine for practicing forms of self care, but he has an advice video of that because he gets his nails and toes done often. He's very healthy with his healthy and intentional about what he puts in his body. He's very clean.
He the
Like
OG male soft life.
yeah, I love that. I actually love to see that because I think that in this life, a lot of straight men don't really get to experience that because they always have to keep this macho persona, especially when you black. You gotta be macho. You gotta be like hip. You gotta be it's no room for people to be nerds and be soft and be
Mhm.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? See, with
On
us,
yeah.
with the gay men, we can just literally be who we want. Cause it's like
That's y'all, yeah.
that's just who we are. Like
That's the
we're not
trade-off.
hiding anything. We don't have toxic masculinity, so we can be whoever we want to be and be a certain way. But I really enjoy watching men like take care of themselves. Like I saw a video of young Lil Durk getting a facial a few weeks ago, and I love that. I love seeing that because I'm like, I think that the problem with people, they put all this crap into their body, drugs and alcohol and all this other stuff, and it's like you're not doing anything to keep yourself up, or you in the public eye, so that shit eating you up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Start looking
do
like Lil
something.
Boosie.
Let it
Well, shade,
go.
'cause I know
Get
he
you a
does have an
little
internet.
microdermabrasion and get your skin right. Get
I
your toe
needed that.
big. Microderm. I literally went to get one time, and the girl would not do it. She said, "I would never do that on your skin."
Why?
She said, "I ain't need it." She was like, "You, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm gonna give you a diamond facial. That's it."
Okay, well, that's good. I want them to scrape my junk off. I want them to scrape it so you can see my veins.
Oh, and then you're gonna be online like Jada fighting the comments about bleaching your skin.
And Megan James
Who was Megan James?
from Bad
Oh,
Girls Club. Why did Jada say she got rid of her moles? That's crazy.
she she said that she got a they need to stop going. Let me tell you something. I'm not a dermatologist and I'm not a esthetician, but I do know that with chemical peels, It literally is supposed to take off a layer of skin, and that's it. I've been seeing a lot of people that I know personally with these light skinned faces and
So they
dark bodies,
lying.
and it's because of they burning y'all. So your skin is raw. That's not supposed to happen. That's not how that's supposed to go.
I think they bleaching.
No, they're not bleaching. They really are getting
They
chemical pills.
bleaching.
They just going to people that's not
They
licensed.
on they Black China.
What she be doing?
Remember she was promoting that skin bleaching in Nigeria or something like that?
Oh my god. No, I don't think they be bleaching because it's definitely it did look raw. Like that happened to my friend. I was looking at him like,
Mm.
y'all need to stop doing that.
That's another
Like,
business that people just be doing, just like lashes. Yeah, I mean, if she really got rid of her moles, I hate to see that because that's such a unique attribute, and it looked good on her. I thought it was she's really pretty without makeup. Like that's one of those things. It's like somebody having freckles, but people have gotten freckles removed too.
yeah, I definitely would get my moles removed. I don't care. I
Look at
remember
you,
when I
just
was
like
in.
everybody else. Next thing
I
you know, you're gonna
remember.
look like a blow up doll.
No, I won't. I'm not. What do I need filler for? Look at my face.
I ain't say nothing about filler. Wow, not you deflecting.
I'm not deflecting. You
Mm.
talk about I'm gonna look like a blow up dog. When I think
You
of
said
blow up
you was
dog, I
getting
think
a
of
ABL.
oh girl. Anywho, no, I'm saying like I remember when I was like 11 or 12. I don't know how, but one day I just randomly had a mole on the side of my head right here, and I was so insecure about it. So
Really?
it was like right here, and I'm like, I need to get this off. I need to get it off. I don't know how. I promise y'all, one day I woke up and it came off.
Was it a skin tag?
It was a mole. It was black and it was big.
My mom
So
used to tell me you can't mess with moles because they attached to a
you'll bleed to death. That's the
I think
lie.
that's another one of them lies our parents told us.
Yeah. So
'Cause I
like
took a skin tag off my neck and I had it for years, and I'm like, "Well, I'm still here."
yeah, I remember Derek J had actually referred somebody to me because I had some skin tags on my arm and I was supposed to go get it taken off, but I never did. But I don't get I'm here for a little one two of stuff like that. Like I'm very I'm a fan of being confident. And I do feel like, you know, a lot of times we aren't comfortable with the way we look, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not opposed to surgery and like filler and all this other stuff, but I just don't like the fact that people are doing it intentionally to for it to be noticeable. Like if you're
Okay. Instead of
getting
it
lip
being
if
maintenance, it's like there's a look they're going for.
yes, and what's so crazy is because people like say for instance, I'm not using them as a bad example. I'm just using them as an example. But if you look at people like the Claremont twins, they're very dramatic in their look.
Oh, child.
But people associate that with money, like
Yeah.
that bimbo kind of vibe that gives you like Anna Nicole and Pamela Anderson, how they were just like housewives and didn't really do anything but shop and do all sorts of stuff. It's like that comes with it. They're trying to like fulfill a fantasy. I don't think
Yeah.
there's I ain't with that.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
that
mind the
either.
stuff. I don't mind it because I get that like Botox and stuff. People get that over the
Yeah,
years.
it can be proactive. It could be a proactive procedure. I'm afraid of it. I want to know exactly how I'm gonna look with in no changes except my teeth.
Yeah, I think I'm fully sold on the veneer thing now. After my
How long?
consultation,
When you trying looking to do it?
I now have to set up a virtual consultation with the doctor that I want to go to because
You
I'm
are
not going to go to Columbia to get an actual consultation. But the good thing is, um, since I did get X-rays at this doctor, I can just send over my X-rays to them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll accept them because I tried that before and they were like, oh, they didn't take your X-rays right. I don't like how they took because I can't really see
They just
nothing.
want to charge you for some new ones. I had that happen to me before.
Oh yeah, so
You are you trying? You think you'll have them before your birthday? Like, what's your how soon you looking
that
to
is
do it?
my goal. I'm really trying to get them done before April, but I do know that the wait time be long. Um, but hopefully I can get them before April. I would love that.
Okay, well, good luck.
I don't. I ain't opposed to no little lipo either. I've been big for a long time, so my skin stretched out. So when I get small and my skin hanging, or like I need to be a little bit more, I will go get a little skinny lipo. I'm not getting a BBL. I want nothing added to my hips or butt. I'm fine with that. I just One of
Have
these
you
snacks.
considered cool sculpting? I heard that can help with that.
I had cool sculpting before. Um, and if I can be honest, that just drops waste and water weight, which is good.
I thought it tightened skin.
It's not gonna tighten it that much. Cool sculpting is temporary. It don't
Gotcha.
really last. Like you do it and it will work, but it's for people who are like getting married and you need to be snatched for your wedding day.
And lipo gets rid of skin hanging skin?
Yeah, like if you can get your skin like tightened like that, like
Oh.
wipe all the little fat out and
I'm scared of all that. Even though I would like to do something like lipo, like I
I'm
would
not because it's small. Like I'm not going in getting up like getting lipo at this size. I'm waiting until I get really tiny.
yeah,
That
I
way,
can get
'cause
it so you can touch
you
up.
can get that type of stuff done and you can go to work the next day. Like I'm
Right.
not getting no super
I like a reason to
invasive
be off of work.
surgery. Oh yeah, no, I'm not getting no super duper invasive
I
thing
think
if I were
what
to do it.
scares me is the massages you gotta get. I don't want that.
And that also comes with the size. Like you got to realize in America you can't take out that much fat. So of course you getting massages from a Colombia or DR BBL. It's a lot.
Oh God.
Your body is producing so much pus trying to fight infection and stuff from those tools that is
Now, would you get the
no,
lipo out of country?
no,
Okay. Well, that's
hell no.
good.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never do that.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. But yeah, I ain't opposed to lipo. Now that's definitely something I'll do for wedding day. I'll do the lipo and the cool sculpting.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? I used to be opposed to that stuff, but I think I've literally watched people's life change and their confidence change.
No, I'm confident. I ain't too.
I'm like, damn, they look good as hell. Like you can't even really tell that they got anything done, but they look amazing. So I'm like,
Well, as long as it's safe, I support it.
yeah,
All
no,
right.
for
I got a
sure.
few more talking points. I hope you got a moment.
I got all the moments. What's T?
Okay, so I'm not sure if you've seen this mess going on with Gucci Mane's artist that recently passed away.
Oh yes, let's talk about that. I did see that.
So I want to start us off by saying that death literally brings the worst out of people, especially when there is something to potentially gain. I have seen this with my loved ones. I've seen this from other people's family. I've seen it on the internet. I've seen like it's like as soon as people die, the first thing on their mind is like, what all do they have? What did they leave behind? What can I get out of it? And these are people who ain't even play no part in enhancing their life, who should be the last one asked for something. And not that that applies to this specific situation, but it just made me think about that. So what's the young man's name?
Sc-
Big Scar.
Scar. Yeah, there we
So
go.
is this artist named Scar out of Memphis? Long story short, he passed away. Now I thought he passed from an overdose, but that hasn't been confirmed that I know of, so I'm not sure. But basically, he passed away. Gucci Mane offered to pay for the funeral. He paid 10 racks to the funeral home, and here comes Scar's sister and brother, basically saying like Gucci ain't real. He ain't get him enough. That didn't cover nothing. My brother made you millions. Yada yada yada. He asked for the chain back. He not getting it. They really was embarrassing themselves on the World Wide Web. The sister while she making UPS boxes, got the audacity talking about 10 rats ain't nothing. It just paid for flowers and
Flower.
obituary. The brother, then she talking about her brother was being cremated, which is even cheaper, and was gonna get put in a what, y'all? A museum. Yes, she meant mausoleum, actually. She meant mausoleum. And I never heard of cremation remains being put in a mausoleum, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Yeah, that definitely was money hungry. And I was reading the comments on it, and it's like, okay, so basically you wanted the money in your hand.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. And then
Got it.
the brother said that he called the funeral home and had them adjust the invoice for when Atlantic sent another 10K. It's just really sad because your brother earned his position to be rescued out of the hood or whatever the case is. I know people get famous and they family expect them to take care. I don't know how that went down, but literally an artist being signed to a label is a business. Nothing but that.
All of it is a business. And I
Exactly.
try to
So
get people to understand that those people don't owe you anything because here's the thing. I'm not trying to be funny. I listen to a lot of current music. I ain't never heard no Big Scar. Now I probably heard the song, but
me
it
either.
doesn't ring a
But the
bell.
kids, he got a lot of views on YouTube, and he probably got even more now with all this mess.
Yeah, so it's almost like you're not on like a Ariana Grande level or something like that. But she wouldn't even need that. No shade.
Exactly,
But
because
this
why
is
y'all
just
blaming Gucci Man for not having life insurance?
there we go.
And it's
Take
really sad because they said that funeral was $60,000. I know funerals are expensive, but they are not $60,000, especially not for no local joker from Memphis. No shade, rest in
no.
peace to that man, but let's BFFR, okay? That's gonna be the episode name, BFFR. But yeah, it just was really sad because, like you said, they literally wanted that money in their hand. And then I see this video, and they recorded a music video at the funeral. So is that what we was paying for? Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So then the dad, he goes on try to clear the air like, "Hey, it was no issue. Gucci man didn't even have to do all that. We appreciate him. I do wish he would have called me, but instead he sent me a text message, yada yada yada." And all while all this is going on, I'm trying to act because the brother said they reached out to Gucci about this. They Gucci sent the 10 rats and then blocked them. I know Gucci come from the trenches, but he don't came a long way and has become a businessman. And all I could think of is how they was probably coming at him, what they was saying. So, 'cause why would he just block you for no good reason? And you are what you was gonna
They
say?
say, and they was and it was online with the bullshit. So I'm pretty sure they didn't come at him in a nice way. They was calling him all type of stuff, and
And they just said that he
man, that's the
wasn't at the
problem.
funeral. You think I'm about to come to the funeral and y'all acting like this, so y'all can what try to set me up? And also, Gucci he might need to change his target audience of who he be recruiting,
He
cause
just don't. Yeah, he doesn't have a good lineup.
he be trying
Uh,
to save everybody, but everybody ain't gonna be a Gucci man.
yeah, and I get it, but no, because he be picking around people. He done had to drop Asian doll. It was a big thing with that. The dude, he had to drop the dude Lil Wop. Then he done
He
came out
dropped
as
Thug,
bisexual.
but Thug by
Huh?
himself.
Yeah, and then now this happened. It's just so much.
Pooh
Hood Rich
Shiesty,
Pablo One in jail. He
Pooh
1017.
Shiesty.
Who Shiesty in jail?
Like,
Golly.
dang, Gucci, you got a type, don't it?
I think he be going to get people he know that is gonna go to jail so he can get the money off of them before they go.
Now you sound like the siblings. Okay.
Cause
But
now I'm finna be on their side. I just want to know.
yeah, it just was really sad to see how they was going. And y'all got to be out of y'all mind that y'all think y'all probably not even 25 years old finna discredit Gucci Man and get people to turn on him.
Yeah, I ain't turning on Gucci. I'm sorry. He apologized for that stuff he said about on
Give
Twitter.
people room to grow.
I'm here for that. I ain't
No,
gonna
I'm
lie.
just
Like
playing.
I am not here for cancel culture. I always had like a thing with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I definitely had to indulge in it because of certain jobs and certain environments. I had to kind of like whatever. Um, but I always am an advocate unless it's some shit like rape or murder or something like that that's very extreme. I'm always here for people getting a second
Growing.
chance and
I got
growing.
limits. Now, what you think
I have
about?
limits with it too, of course, but yeah.
What you think about Gucci Man asking for the chain back?
That's a business thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been there. I've been around that. And when you sign to those labels and they give you those chains,
That's
most of
part
the
of the
time
advance.
that's not really a gift.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will gift it. I mean, whatever. Sometimes they will gift it, but they still have to file taxes on that stuff. They have to do so much. It's like give me my stuff back.
Yeah. And then y'all hate him so much, but y'all posting on IG with the chains on.
The 1017 chain, yeah, that's crazy. That's how they doing. Lil Key. I noticed that everybody that was on Key's camp, they wearing Lil Key chains. I'm like,
I mean,
okay.
I guess somebody got to do it. I mean, I don't know if Thug would have asked for the chains back. I don't. The thing
No,
is,
he wouldn't have did that. That ain't even his thing. That ain't even his
I
personality.
wonder if Gucci asked for the chain back after that. Because I mean, I would hope that wasn't the first thing on his mind. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if you disrespecting me, calling me out, and now to the point my wife got to be posting receipts and stuff, like give me everything. Matter of fact, give me the shoestrings that he had on that night. Matter of fact, since we being specific, but I just don't like that.
I
I
hate
wish
I hate the fact that that black women just always got to come to the rescue with their man
cause
sometimes.
she do
But
not be addressing that kind of mess. She don't even
yeah,
address the kid situation. No, she did. She had before.
yeah, nah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Dang, look, as soon as I get online, long little kid.
Hey, cat, you. All right. I want to complain. Okay, so I'm a real advocate for being a homeowner. I think it's the best kind of get rich quick scheme you could be involved with. It's the best kind of savings account you can be investing in, but there are caveats. Now, everybody always talks about like the upkeep of owning a home. I'm gonna be honest with you. it can be expensive, but it's not often. And the reason why I say that is because there are a few big ticket items like your HVAC system, your roof, your biweekly yard upkeep, I guess. I mean, if you don't cut your own grass, and maybe even plumbing, depending on what's going on. But I feel like the silent killer is windows. Okay, so
Okay.
windows typically can last you about 20 years, really more. In reality, they can last forever, but the technology around windows is what keeps the cold air out, keeps the hot air out. It keeps your house at a stable temperature, right? So with
Hmm.
poor insulation on your windows when it's cold outside, it don't you can have the heat running for as long as you want, but your home is gonna be cold or it's gonna take even longer for it to warm up, which causes your bill to go up higher because it's working harder to keep the home warm. I'm pretty sure my condo got the original windows from the 80s.
You feel like they old?
Oh, I know they are. I know they are. Okay, I know for a fact they are, and that's fine. They
So do
don't
you
look
do you
old.
be having problem with it? Problems with it?
Well, right now I have plastic on my windows.
Oh, cause it's too. It's no. It's cold air coming in.
Yes,
Oh damn.
and it's just so it's nothing wrong with that is very common. A lot of people do that. But I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like I don't want to ever make it seem like I glorify home ownership. This would never make me change my mind because I still pay less than everybody I know. But basically I got a quote, or my neighbor recent we have the exact same size home, same square feet, same everything. And she recently replaced her windows and it costed $10,000 for 7 windows. Yeah. Um,
Can't get in my business. You ain't spying on no nigga.
but
What?
because last decades, it can be considered a justified cost. But I'm not saying that people should look past that and still buy a home. I'm just saying that when you buy a home and you get that inspection done, take everything seriously. So basically, before you buy a home, you get an inspection. Now that is optional, but inspection is like $350. Please do it. They tell you everything that they can visibly see that's wrong with the house. They check everything. Typically, they look at the windows. They can tell by if the seals are broken and how the quality of it looks and how old they might be, what you can expect, et cetera, et cetera. I bought this place knowing the windows were old. I was on a very tight budget. I wanted to live in this area very badly, and this was the literally best place I found for the price. And to this day, I haven't seen many that can compare that's better than what I got, and that's no shade. So the trade-off to that is two of my rear windows need to be replaced basically. So every winter, this is now I've been living here 3 years. Every winter I get window sealant, which is just basically this large plastic tarp, and I put it around the window to keep the cold air out. And ain't no shame in my game. This is me showing the bloopers in my life.
Okay.
And I don't even consider this a problem because this is a very common homeowner thing. It's a quick fix. But anyway, it's just funny though because I'm gonna show you. I'm about to get up and show you what it looked like. So one is on my patio door, one is on my bedroom window. So it's gonna be on this side right here. You're gonna see the blue tape.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. It's giving like a bag of popcorn. Like
Yes, okay. So I just showed Draco what it looked like on my patio door. And so it looks like a bubble, but that's the cold air coming in and it can't and it's filling up the plastic. So what you're supposed to do is use like a blow dryer, a hot blow dryer, and it'll like make it shrink wrap. But I don't have time for all that. And the reason why you see the blue tape is because I use painter's tape to tape the plastic down so that way it doesn't pull my paint off when the time comes to remove it. But anyway, I've only had to do this twice. I didn't do this the first year I lived here. I did it last year and I did it this year. And I had intended on getting my windows replaced when I was told $10,000. I would much rather sell my place and then let the next buyer, decide what they want to do because some people have a certain style of windows they want and things like that. And typically, if something like that come up in the inspection, you can come down on the price. You can give them money towards it, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm gonna let them decide. But anyway, I just wanted to share that windows are very expensive, and I think I have 14 windows. I think I said 7 earlier, but I didn't mean that. I don't know how many windows I got. I got a lot of them. But yeah, so I just want to complain about windows.
I want to complain too about something that
Go
just keeps
ahead.
happening to me. Um, so I follow this young pastor on Facebook.
Uh-oh. Pastor
I don't
Wide
know.
Hips.
No, I don't know how I know this man,
What's his
I don't even know
name?
if he a pastor. I ain't finna call him out like that,
Oh,
but I need to.
well, he must have did some.
Yeah, because every like 2 months he sends a random nude picture to my in my inbox, and then he'll like delete it days later because I always leave it on scene. I'm just like, why do you send me that? And he'll just he's been he's been writing me since July 26, 2010. Jesus, let it go. I've been
Wow.
ignoring you for 13 years.
Why you? I would have deleted him. That's crazy.
And
In
he'll
Jesus'
just send it,
name.
huh?
I said in Jesus' name.
Jesus, let me tell you something. Jesus is not,
That's
please let me
crazy.
finish.
I remember there was a point where I would accept anybody that added me as a friend on Facebook, and over the years, I had just started deleting. I mean, now I know every single person on my friend list, but I would get crazy messages like that. I remember I used to get unsolicited like Skype calls, and people would be doing like inappropriate behaviors, and I'm
Oh
just like,
my,
wow, it's some sick people in this world.
for sure.
I don't like
Hmm.
that. And I hardly ever get people sliding in my DMs, thank God. But when that TikTok video went viral, I got a lot of new followers on Instagram. I'm like, all right, all right. I like living in a gated community.
Well, if you on the internet, it's over with.
I know.
Just by having an account, it's over with.
I
So
know. That sucks. All
might as
right.
well be doing it from a ghost account.
Did you see that video of Janet Jackson not knowing what hot Cheetos was?
Yeah, and everybody was trying to go in on her, but
Yes, I'm like, why would she know what? Like, I'm not trying to. I ain't even trying to pick a side, but it's very possible that Janet Jackson don't know what hot Cheetos are.
oh, for sure,
Like, do y'all think
for
she just be
sure.
going to the gas station or to the corner store to get snacks?
You don't. They don't sell. First of all, this lady probably don't even go shop her own on her own.
Probably, she definitely don't.
She definitely is not going to Kroger. She going to a really good, like, first of all, Janet Jackson has always been in shape. So I would expect her, like, I remember she was like screaming about McDonald's fries at one point in a video with her and Jermaine Dupri because she was like, oh my gosh,
I
I'm
would say
hungry.
Jermaine Dupri probably had some hot Cheetos.
Yeah, so my thing is like, she probably don't even go shop herself. That lady ain't go, they don't have
And
hot Cheetos at Whole Foods and
right,
everything.
and I know that hot Cheetos went quadruple platinum in the hood, but there are a lot of snacks. I never even had oh yes, I have. I'm about to say I never had wrap snacks. Actually, I have. But there are a lot of snacks and junk food that I've never had. But I just cannot imagine Janet Jackson being anywhere that those are being sold. I think it's and that's another thing. The way people were saying that she was lying, I'm like, you don't even know her. You
Weirdo.
can't even relate. You will never relate to Janet the Jackson. Never. So to even think that you know what she don't had to snack on, we don't even know what her son look like. I just feel like it's really sick that people just like why you calling Janet Jackson a liar over hot Cheetos, bro? I just think that's crazy.
Now I still indulge in hot Cheetos. I eat them every day.
But we were exposed to them. We were not part of
I
the
also
Hamilton Five.
Janet Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson also ain't my brother. So
You get what I'm saying? I think that people fail to realize that people live completely different lives. They don't want them to. I mean, seriously,
and
it
she from
annoyed me seeing.
Indiana. Those people are weird. No shade, but they don't. They're not exposed to nothing. So I
Listen,
don't. If she say something, I believe her. But people from Indiana and Utah are like living in a I don't know.
well, she
Like they
don't live
never.
in Indiana no more, but I get what
But
you're
I'm just saying,
saying.
like she grew up there.
Yeah, yeah.
So she still.
I just I just think it's weird that people calling her a liar over some hot Cheetos. I never had lamb chops. And I live in Atlanta, home of the lamb chops.
And let me tell you something. They not that good.
I believe it. But it's just that annoyed me because I love me some Janet Jackson. I'm grateful that I was able to get tickets to her show in April, baby. I'm gonna be there. And I'm gonna be up there defending her. I'm be like, sit down. Cause you don't know
Okay.
her.
Okay.
But
They're
yeah,
gonna
I
be
just
cool
wanted to
if you
bring it
like
up.
throw hot Cheetos at her on the stage or something.
I don't know. The people definitely gonna start bringing her hot Cheetos. She probably not even gonna like them because that's one of them things you just kind of gotta. It just gotta be a part of your life. Okay, so I was looking at the Breakfast Club the other day, and they were asking men. They were basically talking about normalizing plastic surgery for men, and there was a guy who I don't know. He didn't say if he was straight or not, and not that that matters, but I'm just trying to paint the scene. But he said that he would get a male BBL, and I was like, dang, I actually never heard of. I never thought about that because there are some men who are not like you. Look at some of the guys that work out; they have this like toned looking body, this specific shape. But all men don't have that shape, and it ain't about looking thick, but it's just like having a figure that you want. Like how you feel if men started getting BBLs? They probably already started.
Um,
And I wait,
with me being
obviously
gay,
men have gotten BBLs. We know Santana, but I'm talking about like the non-typical, like cis
yeah.
hetero. Yeah,
Well, that one rapper dude who got it and who was open about it, I think that his body looks good. Now, I
a
think he's
Bandman Kivo. I thought he just got he got a BBL too.
no, he just got lipo.
Okay,
I think that see for me because I've even considered it recently because I've never thought about it. But since I've been losing weight, I lost 40 pounds, probably more now. But my legs have gotten so small, and now my damn butt is getting small. So it's
see,
like,
see, see.
so the problem is that my pants are literally falling the fuck off of me now, like falling off of me,
Does that mean you wear a new size or that you need a BBL?
all of it. Because the thing about it is, I don't have no butt to hold the pants up, whether they fit or not. So
Yeah.
it's like me wearing like recently, the person who I was dating last had bought me some Ethka drawers, dirty, ill. But I be putting them on sometimes, and
You don't
those
like
drawers,
Aina?
um, no, that's not
Okay.
me. That's not
Okay.
me. I don't mind it. I don't mind looking at it, but I'm saying for myself, no. Um, I just feel like that is so dirty, and it give. I'm not an athlete, but
Okay.
those are like biker shorts. So me not having the right shape behind my pants, whether they fit or not, they're gonna slide off. Like my workout pants, they just
I
slip.
don't see nothing wrong with it. I actually like when he said that. I just never thought about it for and not to have a big butt, just to have a butt. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
And I think
Cause
with
that's
the
where
way
I'm at
men are
with it.
shaped, it will look natural because they don't need
My
hips.
only my only problem with it is the fact that I think that when a guy is approaching something like that and a girl is approaching something like that, it's a little different because the girls, when they're going to get BBLs, they're not going to get a muscular body or a muscular behind. They're going to get a juicy butt. So it's going to have dimples. It's going to be round. You know what I'm saying? For men, I don't think that they want one of those a clapping ass butt. They want more
Yeah, they just want to
muscle.
fill it in.
So that's why I'm like, you might as well just go to the gym because it's not gonna look good. You're gonna be toned with a girl behind
But see, I
or
don't think the
boy behind.
gym I mean, the gym won't fix genetics though. So I think
It
that
won't,
you
but you
can
can
just fill
tone
it
it.
in. You can just blow it up a little bit. I don't think they got to be thick, but I mean, there are some men that literally are, don't have nothing going on back there. And that's fine. That's between them and God. But I can see them just adding a little bit, kind of like fillers, but like in the butt.
Yeah.
I ain't man. I'm here
Um,
for it. I don't care. Do what you got to do, brother.
I ain't getting no fillers in the butt. Now I do have some smile lines right here.
Yeah.
I see that's
And I
probably
don't
gonna
want to
be
get to a
a
point
topic.
where I'm pointing out stuff like that. I just it's I think it become obsessive. Not saying you
Yeah, it
obsessed,
is.
but
Oh no, but I'm saying like
once you
me.
discover these services, you be like, oh, they got that. Let me look at mine, and now it's just like a never ending. I don't like that.
Yeah. Hey, different
I,
strokes, different
I
folks.
don't
Some
want
people
no
eat cat
fillers, no
food.
nothing. I just want to look. I just want to throw my wig on the table when I get done working.
That's a prosthetic. So call it what you want.
Okay, last thing I have not last thing I have on my list, but it's just last thing I want to talk about. I have a problem with affirmations. I feel like people be like, "Oh, you're beautiful. Don't think that," and they do not be beautiful.
It's
I
a
feel like
cold
it's a
world out here,
thin
y'all. It's
line
a
with.
cold fucking world out here. Alicia, now you take stuff too far. I think that I'm gonna have to stop you right here because golly, can people just make other people feel good for five
No, I
seconds?
just think that sometimes people have yes men and they have people that kiss they behind, but and I don't just mean about attractiveness, but sometimes people need somebody to be honest with them about their behaviors or the way
Okay,
they
well
treat
say
people.
that because
No, but the attractive ones that comes with it too. All right, I take that back. That was not nice, actually. I need to say I gotta take that out. All right. Anyway, I probably took that part out, but I just feel like sometimes people could be a terrible human being, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, you just have a strong personality and they can't take it." No, you are not a good person and you create havoc everywhere you go. You need to learn how to approach people and express yourself in a way that produces positive results. And
There
so
we
I
go.
just feel like you just cannot affirm people when they are dead wrong because you create a monster. I feel like it starts at when this gentle parenting. That's negative affirmations.
And I feel that, but with you telling them how they look for real and telling them that they lying that they don't look good, that's why the surgery office is open.
I would first of
Because
all, I
now they
don't do
finna,
that. I'm just saying I see these comments and I'm like, why are you lying? It's not your job.
they just probably feel they just
No. And I know we all got our own
oh
taste, but
world.
you know what I mean. They be like, "Sweetie, it's okay that you look like a cow." No, let me not say that. You like a chocolate chip cookie. You're
See what I'm
beautiful.
saying?
Like
Like,
it's like okay. It's like this is not the same thing, y'all, but I'm just trying to express how I see it. If there's like a girl who's like plus size, right? And somebody be like, "I want your kind of confidence." How are you so confident? That's offensive. What do you mean? So what are you saying I shouldn't be? And is it because of my size? Just I don't know. That wasn't even related. But that was awesome.
I don't have no comments.
All right. Well, I said what I said. And I don't care.
Stand on it.
I do. With nothing but socks on. So I can feel it. Anyways, you got anything you want to add before we wrap?
Um, mark my words.
I'm a ball without you.
This year is gonna be one of them years. Okay, I feel it. I know that it's given that every year. Every year, everybody be like, blah blah blah. But I don't know what it is about 2023. Just stuff just been being presented to me, and I have really just been in a good mental space lately. Like I be tired as hell, but I wish I could take like a little shot. I really think I just need to be prescribed Adderall, and that's just me being having a quick self diagnosis. But it's gonna be one of them years. I'm telling y'all, Forbes list.
Period. I mean, I think that if you feel like you need something like that, you should look into it for real, for real. Like if that's something that could help you focus. Have you heard of ashwagandha?
Yeah, I ran out of it. I need to go buy some more.
Oh,
I've
so
been
you've
trying to.
used it. I just learned about it this
Yeah.
week. But I've seen
Mhm.
mixed reviews, like people saying that they just was, you know, focused. They couldn't even remember they left the sink running.
Oh, before they was using it.
No, it's just like it got them so hyper focused that they couldn't even like do nothing else. Like they just was so I don't know.
Um. So I think that ashwagandha, and I actually am going to buy some tomorrow. I'm so glad you brought that up because I ran out. I take ashwagandha gummies normally, and that does help me have more of a clear mind. That's the only thing that I've really noticed, and I be more focused, but it doesn't feel like overdone or like I'm focused because I just took something. It just
Mhm.
naturally comes like that. But yeah, I do need to get some more. And I take a lot of stuff. I take maca. I take
But you
um
can't do melatonin.
Bailey. I don't like anything that I don't even take PM cough syrup. I don't like PM medicine. I don't like
Okay.
it. I
Okay.
feel like when I was taking sleeping pills before, like I would have trouble sleeping. I would take like a PM aspirin. When I wake up, my body would be so weak and hurting, and I would be so like fatigued that I just couldn't do anything. So for that reason, I just don't take none.
Okay.
I just smoke the weed and go to sleep,
Well,
and it
I
worked
know
best
one
on
thing.
smoke.
Now I just tried to screenshot something on my work thing and I got a pop-up that says my company doesn't allow screenshots, but yeah, y'all let the screenshot go through. So what y'all trying to do? One time, y'all, I emailed myself my W-2 and it told my manager
What?
because I was this was at another job. It's because basically because W-2 contains my social security number, it alerted my manager that I was sharing private information. So I could have sent anybody stuff, but it was like, oh wow. Anyways, all right, let's wrap this thing up. I'm getting tired and I don't want to be up all night editing, even though this was gonna happen anyway every time I say that.
I'm tired too, but I just got invited to a birthday dinner. I guess I'll go.
Not you guess. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, I had fun with y'all tonight.
I did too. We have to do this again sometimes.
That's what happened when
I,
you
I
miss
be
me.
I be like it be like weeks like this where I feel like I have a lot to talk about, and then some weeks I just feel like I just don't be having
I
nothing.
just add every time something come to my mind. I just add to the note. I'm like, all right, let's go.
I'm like I don't be having nothing, but
It's okay.
it's
All
all good.
right.
Y'all pray for me. Keep oh, what's going on, Pink Cole? Anyway, let me get off here. Bye.
Oh yeah, she getting sued. I saw that. All right, y'all. Holla at your girl.
See ya. Wouldn't want to beat ya. I damn sure